so that we can, for one, break a new year in the summertime when it's beautiful and nice outside. And again, we started this company back in 2005 in actually the month of June, because it was a little bit after myself and my husband got married. And we've been going strong for 8 years. And so I want to congratulate the ones who have stuck around for, you know, a lot of time, a lot of years. So I want to congratulate you guys for doing that. It takes hard work and dedication to be part of something like this, to be part of a family, part of what we got going on here. And the first thing I want to, actually, and I'm the person, Zoe, I'm a person, I'm going to call you out. Okay. I'm a person of words. I always like to express myself with words, with what I say in a card, or with what I actually verbally say to you guys. So the first thing I want to give you guys on today are some quotes that I actually wrote. And the last quote I'll give you guys, this is the quote that my dad actually came up with. The first one is one that we go through the agenda with all the time, and that says, you determine you. As long as you do what you need to do to succeed, then you will succeed. Let no one tell you different. Another one is, am I working harder for you than you're working for yourself? Always put yourself in a position to work harder for yourself. If somebody's working harder for you, try to work even harder. Many people want to be successful, but they don't want to put in the work. It's hard being successful. That's why it's not a lot of successful people, because people just don't want to put in the work. So you have to put in work in order to be successful at something. In order to be a master at something, you have to put in work. It doesn't come easy. If it did, we would have more successful people. Hard work and dedication is what it takes to succeed. Maximize your time. I always tell people this. Maximize every single hour in a day. If you let an hour go by and you've done nothing, where's Xavier? Yeah, I need Xavier in here. ASAP. Xavier, we need you in here. Thank you. If you let an hour go by and you have not done anything within that hour, then guess what? You just wasted a whole hour. If you let 2 hours go by and you haven't did anything within those 2 hours, you just wasted a whole 2 hours. So always maximize every single hour, every single second, every single moment. When we were in Chicago, and I want to share this with everyone in this room. When we were in Chicago.
Did I get it okay?
Oh
goodness. Should I pause this?
I want everybody to keep my niece in your prayers, because when we were in Chicago and I was visiting with my nieces and nephews on the south side of Chicago, you guys, I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but it was all in the news. A young man, 16 years old, 3.8 grade point average. His name is Malcolm Whitney. He got shot and killed by his own brother, at the hands of his own brother. So guess how it was in the news. And this family, husband and wife, were together for years, 3 beautiful kids. It was in the news. Star athlete killed at the hands of his own brother by his father's gun. That's how it was in the news. And that was actually my niece's boyfriend. So they're going through something right now. The funeral was actually Friday. So I definitely want you guys to keep them in your prayer. But you never know when your time is up. This young man was 16 years old. My niece had just spoke to him 2 hours before his death. She was actually supposed to be over at his house. So always maximize your moments. You never know. Too many teens are dying right now. Too many. Gun violence, walking out. He was in his home. He died in his bathroom at the hands of his own brother. So make sure you guys are praying, and at the same time, like I said, maximize every single moment that you have. Another quote, every moment should get you closer in life to your goal, or it's not worth being a moment. Meaning, if something is going to end you up, taking you from what your path is or what your plan is in life, it's not worth even doing. It's not even worth your time. Find out the things that are worth your time and the things that are not worth your time. You have to separate yourself even from some people because they're just not worth your time. You have to put yourself on a platform, on a plateau, and know, is this individual worth my time? If not, I got to separate myself from them. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. In high school, even throughout college, I didn't have a lot of friends for the simple fact that I knew where I wanted to go in life. So therefore, if I found people that were not trying to go in that same direction, I had to separate myself from them. Or I would be influenced by them. I'm not trying to be influenced by somebody that's going to lead me down a negative road. I'm trying to actually influence other people or get around other people that can influence me. Okay, so start looking at you guys' circle. You are your best promoter. Guess what? If you don't believe in you, how are we supposed to believe in you? If you go out there, coach, I don't think I can run the mile today. Guess what? I don't think you can either. You just confessed out of your mouth that you can't run the mile race today. Therefore, setting yourself up for failure. So you have to believe in yourself. If you can believe in yourself, then guess what? Other people can believe in you. You can't walk around. Some people, just by they walk, you can tell that they're not going too far in life. Every day they wake up, they're sluggish. They're walking around like this, taking all day. No purpose. Get up. Get up. Get on your feet. Start walking. Start getting your day going. Nobody's waiting on you. Guess what? When you're 6 feet under, the clock is still going to keep ticking. Whether it's on this earth or in eternity, it's still going to keep ticking. So nobody's waiting on you. Okay? Now the next one. You determine your success. You determine your level of success. You determine what's successful. If successful is becoming a McDonald's worker, that's fine. That's what you want for yourself. Then be successful at it. Be the best burger flipper you can be, not to down anybody. Because you got people with college degrees flipping burgers right now. So it's up to you what you want your success level to be. There is always someone that is brighter than you, have more ambition than you, have more drive than you, and definitely have more money than what you have. So you have to always practice, and this is something that we learned from Big Will. You have to always practice good, better, best. People ask me all the time, how do you think that was? Oh, it was good. It was good, great job. But you can get better because guess what? I've seen better. If I haven't seen better, somebody else has seen better. One thing a good friend of mine told me is that Korean culture, they do not say, you know what, child? You know what? Good job. I see the work you put into that. Good job. They don't do that. They say, your efforts, the hard time you put towards this project. I can see you pay attention to details. They praise the kids on their work ethic, not on, oh, you did good. Okay, what did I do good at? They praise them on their work ethic. So that's why they always try harder and harder and harder and harder so that you can see their work, not just see them. Too many people see you guys. And because they see you guys, they don't want to hurt your feelings and tell you the truth. But you need more truth people in your corner that's going to tell you the truth. If you look a mess today, they need to tell you, you look a mess today. But too many people are protecting. We protect each other so much. And we lie to each other so much. We need to stop, take it down. Because when you get out there with the wolves, they're going to tell you the truth. You know what? You really can't sing. So I hate you had to come all the way to American Idol to find out. Somebody should have told you, but you can't sing. Okay, so it's good to practice those truths right now. Constantly practice good, better, best. That's the best way and the nicest way that you can say it to someone that they need to become better at their craft. Another one. Whenever you are not practicing to succeed, now this one came to me 2 days ago. Whenever you are not practicing to succeed, then you are waiting to fail. Okay? So you always need to practice being successful. It can be just being successful at, like Saul's doing right now, mastering his camera. As long as you're practicing, you're going to get better at it. If you don't practice, how are you going to be a basketball star and you don't practice every day? I don't know. How are you going to be a basketball star and you don't practice every day? LeBron didn't just get up and say, oh, I'm really good. I think I should play basketball. No, he practiced for a very long time. There are kids right now who are 1 and 2 practicing ballet, practicing. These kids are not too young to master this sport. And anything that they do, period. It's all about how you practice. Think about this for a second. Think about this, because I was just talking to my cousin. He's like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do with my son this year. I said, guess what? All it takes to be successful at something is repetition. You can have the height. You can have the skills. You can have all of that. But guess what? If there's somebody out there that constantly practices repetition every single day, you sit around for a year or two, guess what? That person is going to be very competitive to your skills for the simple fact that they've been practicing. So I told my cousin, I said, look, in school, you have 8 hours in school. Guess what? You can take 8 different things that you want to learn and practice them an hour per day. 8 different things, okay? Practice them an hour per day. You do that for 5 years. I bet you're going to master at least 5 out of 8 of those things. I bet you. It's simple. It's simple. And some people are like, oh, wow, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's how kids end up learning to read. That's how kids end up learning science. That's how you become a master at something. The principal in the school that I used to go to in Chicago, she knew 5 different languages. 5. We went to a language school in Chicago. 5 languages. Why? Because she was around it and she what? Practiced. A Catholic said, give me your child for 5 years. I will make them a Catholic for life. Why 5 years? Because after 5 years, by that time, it has become embedded inside of you. So it's very important to constantly practice. Very important. This is what my dad told my son before we left Chicago. When you can always walk up to the door, but if you never knock, you will be waiting at the door. So that's like me, walking up to anybody's door, any random person's door, and just standing there, hoping one day that they'll open the door. You gotta knock. You have to take your chances on things. That's what it's all about. You can't get all the way up there, like my sister right now. She's getting her master's. Okay, you done went through all this school, because all school does is prepare you for life challenges. That's what it does. Once you understand that, you'll become better at everything you do, period. Because it's just preparing you for the next thing or the next challenge. So to get through all of this school, 8 to 12 years of school, and then never take the test, guess what? You just wasted all those years. So it's very important to take the test, to become prepared, and to maximize your time. Now, with that being said, I'm going to very briefly run through what our goal is and the things that we've done within these 8 years. NTP, National Theatrical Productions, we've been around since 2005. NTP provides stage plays to anyone interested in performing. We have franchise opportunities. There are some things that you guys are not able to see right now because we're still building those different things. We want this to be a nationwide, worldwide, renowned company that not just focuses on one individual. That's not what we're about. We're about focusing on a team. We're about pushing each other and pulling each other. So that's our main goal and our main focus. And so that's why we put things into the name of the company. That's why we branded so hard with the company. I'm going to drop down to, I'll drop down to some of the names of the plays that we have. Some of our plays include A Man with Benefits, Babies Having Babies, Child Support Court, When It Rains It Pours, Ain't I a Woman, Battle for My Soul, St. Gina's Christmas, He's My Father But Who's My Daddy, College Above High School Love, God's Grits and People's Spits, but we're not finished with that. Hear My Cry, Mannequin the Musical. So those are some of the plays that we actually have written. At least 7 of them we have performed, and I'll get to that in a second. Okay. NTP, what's underneath NTP is TECP, Theatrical Enhancement Challenge Program. This is a program that goes into different high schools and teaches students how to act within a 3 to 6 month contract. This is a full-fledged theater program that will come to any school. It comes with professionals who actually teach these students how to act, become part of the stage production, and actually perform a stage production. Some of our members have came from that program and have been with us ever since their sophomore year in high school. So give them a hand. I'm not going to point them out, but give them a hand. Give them a hand. Next we have CATC, which is Comedy at the Crib. Comedy at the Crib consists of different comedians and actors. It's actually a TV